You can't break me, I got iron bones. My ground game will leave your mind blown. I'm ready to fight in any time zone. I'm the greatest, you can call me John Jones. Knocking clowns out like I'm Steve Pay. We can even fight on the freeway. I'ma leave him bloody right where he lay. This is the Fighters Replay.
Hey guys, welcome to the Fighters Replay. I'm one of your hosts, Robert.
I'm Kaylin.
And today we got a special episode. We're going to be doing predictions and discussions for one championship, DJ versus Moraes 3.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this card. This card is so beautiful.
It's
one
so
championship is so underrated. This is just
real
so
shit.
Like
real
from bottom to top, this card you just
if y'all don't know nothing about one championship, but like
get on it.
If you truly love martial arts, if you watch the UFC for the martial arts instead of the just knockouts, if you want to watch Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, grappling, just straight grappling competitions, they have all of it. They will have cards stacked top to bottom, kickboxing matches, Muay Thai matches, MMA matches, grappling matches. This shit's fire, man. You really need to get into it. All right, so we're going to get into the card, Kaylin. You want to take this first match?
Yeah, so we got a strawweight Muay Thai match to start off the night. We got Jackie Bouton versus Deandria Martin. I think Jackie's going to win this probably by decision. I think she just has a little bit more experience. Even though she's coming off of a loss, I think she's just a little bit more technical than Deandria is.
No, I really do got to agree with you on that. You know, Deandria Martin, she's like nice, but she doesn't have as many professional fights as the Jackie does. So
yeah, she came into the game much later, so
I back you up on that.
All respect, but Jackie been around. Next we have Robbie. Would you like to take this one away?
Yep, we got Reinier versus Tye Ruotolo in a middleweight submission grappling match. Now, the Ruotolo brothers, they're very, very talented. They got some of the craziest, most creative grappling I have freaking seen in a minute. I do have Reinier winning this. However, I do think Tye Ruotolo is awesome, but he is not as talented as his brother. You want to hate me for that? Let me know.
Hold on. Whoa,
Just give me your opinion. I feel like Reinier, even though he's
crazy, bro.
Even though he's coming off the most brutal knockout I have ever seen in a minute.
Absolutely not.
I will say that, his grappling is definitely has the best grappling, in my opinion, in the middleweight division in one championship. He's mainly known to be a grappler. I think his style of pressure and pace that he's used to in the MMA matches is going to come in useful. I think he's going to outwork Tye Ruotolo, man.
I'm going to come to this podcast with some content here. Sorry to come to you with this awful news, Robbie, but being an MMA grappler is not on the same level of being a full-time jiu-jitsu athlete. Like the Ruotolo brothers, they literally spend their entire time perfecting this art of grappling. This is something that they do for their entire life. My only thing is that MMA is great. Do not get me wrong. I love MMA, but you're focused on many, many aspects of the game. And even though you can train certain aspects and be really good in certain aspects of the game, to truly make it your whole life to surround around it, and especially the resources that he has, what him and his brother has done, I think you're really underestimating the dude. I think D. Ritter got fucking knocked cold clean out. I think he really came off of like...
It's disgusting. Y'all need to go and rewatch that shit. Real shit.
I mean, it's an interesting move for him to move to a grappling match, but in a grappling match, there's no way that I don't think he wins this at all. I think Ruotolo is going to submit him fairly easy and fairly quickly.
I want to counter your argument and do say that with MMA, I'm going to defend your MMA people here. I do think that with MMA fighters that grapple in the MMA matches, I do feel like they have a dominating edge because they're used to getting those submissions off while they're like getting punched and shit. They're like used to like the opponent trying to pressure them and squiggle and move and everything. They're used to fucking trying to pull off submissions while getting elbowed in the face. I think when you let that go and you put them against another grappler who's used to like getting punched while getting submissions, next to a grappler. He's just known for clean grappling competition. I just feel like the MMA person will have more of a rough neck when it comes to that shit. I think they're going to be tougher. I think it's going to be hell of a lot tough to get him to tap. I don't think if Tye Ruotolo wins, that's going to be like a judge. I don't think he submits him at all. I think that's like crazy to think that he does, to be honest with you.
All right, so we have we're starting this off very strong in two very different directions.
Anyway, next we got the middleweight MMA match. Anglan and Sang versus Fan Rong.
The Burmese Python versus the King Kong Warrior.
God, both of these motherfuckers are ugly as shit, especially Anglan and Sang.
That motherfucker looked like he's been through shit, though.
Real shit.
I think Nsong has this one.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's going to win.
Me too. One's coming off of a win, one's coming off of a loss. Momentum is a huge thing. Anyway, moving on to the next one. Caitlin, would you like to take this next lead?
Next, we have Super Sage Northcutt versus Ahmed Majutaba.
I apologize for that joke, y'all.
Wow.
I apologize. Please don't cancel us. If you're mad, please send us a private message. Just follow us and send us a private message.
Follow us.
I will send each and every one of you an individual apology with tears. We got Sage Northcutt versus Ahmed Mutajaba, like she said. I think Sage Northcutt got knocked the fuck out in his last fight. I do think that at a point, I feel like now he's going to hit a point where he's going to have everything on point for his next match. He's not going to take his opponent lightly. He's not going to think that, this is a fucking nobody like has done in the past with taking opponents lightly. I do think his chin is not the best, but I do feel like he is young enough to where he is still able to improve on everything, because it's never too late to improve on your game. The way to be one of the best fighters is to always be a student of the game. Never to think that even the coaches got coaches that they're still learning from to this day. They still go to seminars to learn. The coaches that teach you still got to learn so they can pass that info to you. So I think Sage's got this. And it wasn't that deep, I know, but I just think Sage has this, man. I think Ahmed, he's coming off of a nice win. Still.
He's coming off of 2 round 1 victories.
Yeah. I got Sage. What about you?
I think Ahmed is going to get this one realistically, but I would love to see Sage come off with a win.
All right. Next, we got welterweight MMA fight. We got Roberto Soladic versus Sebastian Kadastam. Who is uglier between the two? Who do you think, Caitlin? Sebastian is way more fucking ugly. I feel like Roberto just reminds you of a fucking school threat.
I feel like Sebastian, he just looks like a crackhead, like an addict, like he just came out of jail, he just
Roberto
looks like a fucking Croatian war criminal, you know what I'm saying? Like he just looks wild.
Roberto looked like he touched you.
All right, hold on.
Anyway, next.
All right, I think Sebastian is gonna take this one. He's coming off of 2 round 1 KOs. Roberto had his debut in December. It was a no contest. So he's he's hopping into the game. And once again, Sebastian is moving with some momentum.
I think that the fans will win once this match is over and done with. Next, we stamp Fairtex, which is my wife, my baby girl. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's me and Caitlin's wife and baby girl.
And baby girl.
Versus Elise Anderson. I do think Elise Anderson is definitely better, but stamp Fairtex. I'm loyal to my girl. I'm loyal.
I got Stamp all day in this one. I will not doubt Elise. However, I think Elise is going to give her a competitive match, especially if it goes down to the ground. I'm a little worried. We recently saw Elise train with Rose Namajunas. And that
my wife, my second wife.
The sister wife. And she's got that BJJ background, so I will not count her out of the game. But we love Stamp. We stand Stamp.
Coming off of 3 wins in a row.
Stamp all day. We love Stamp. We love you, Stamp.
Moving on, we got the Flyweight Submission Grappling World Championship. Mike Musumeci versus Osamah Almarwai. Now, Mike Musumeci, man, this guy is
the Darth Rigatoni.
This guy is fucking awesome, bro. Man, this guy is a fucking beast, bro. Only other person I could think of that has that creativity is the other Ruotolo brother. Both of those guys, I want to see a match between those dudes. Because, man, I think Musumeci is going to get this done within the first 3 minutes, to be honest.
They're in different weight classes, though.
I know, but I still want to see that shit so bad.
I truly think Mikey has this. He did ask for this matchup up against Osa.
Mikey Musumeci, this is one of the dudes that really, and again, One Championship introduced me to the grappling world, and I would thank One Championship for that.
But yeah, we both have Mikey in this one. I think he's a much more creative grappling artist than what Osamah is. So I think he's gonna come out with a submission early on.
Agreed. Next, we got the co-main event, the Flyweight Muay Thai World Championship on the line. Rodtang Jitmaungnon, forgive me if I pronounce it wrong, versus Edgar Tabares.
Jitmaungnon is what it is, by the way.
Okay, my bad. In all honesty, I feel like Rodtang's gonna win this pretty easily. I think he's gonna get a finish. He's gonna get the finish, man.
Goat.
He's honestly the GOAT of Muay Thai. Don't get me wrong. There's the father of Muay Thai. But Rodtang, I feel like is a dude who's popularizing Muay Thai. I feel like it's starting to become more mainstream and more fans of Muay Thai are coming in simply due to the fucking beast that he is. Rod motherfucking Tang, bro. This nigga's Iron Man, bro.
Yeah, he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT, bro. I think Rodtang has this easily. I don't see a way that Edgar comes out and wins this at all.
Like, real
if
shit.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think this is... this is just going to be another highlight for Rodtang.
If Rodtang beat Jonathan Haggerty, there's no way that Edgar is beating this guy, because this guy ain't even nothing compared to Jonathan Haggerty. Shout out Jonathan Haggerty, by the way. Just got a fucking brutal ass knockout that was a complete I wouldn't say upset. Some of us already knew how good he was, but I don't think many of us were expecting him to do it in that fashion. Just the way that he finished him, that was crazy.
As fast as he did, that was
crazy.
Real shit. Jonathan Haggerty is a real ass motherfucker.
But enough about him. More glazing for Rodtang. This dude is just amazing. Real shit. But you cannot knock this man out. You could put him in there with Francis Ngannou. He'll eat his punches and ask for some more, bruh. Ask for some more, some change in dessert, bruh. There's just no way that I don't think that Edgar wins this.
Which brings us to the main event of the evening.
Demetrius Johnson versus
Adriano Moraes.
Man, all their bouts so far have been extremely competitive within each other. The first match is ending in Demetrius Johnson getting knocked out by a knee because, he didn't truly understand the rule sets of One Championship, knowing that a knee is legal to a downed opponent. I don't think he knew this. He thought it was illegal. You saw how he came back in the second match and ended it with the same exact fucking knee. How amazing do you gotta be to do that, man? People are expecting Demetrius to completely run through Adriano Moraes, but that's crazy. You need to remember how competitive those two matches were in the beginning. Adriano Moraes is no bum. Now, don't get it twisted. I do think Demetrius Johnson is going to win. But Adriano Moraes is nothing to be played with, man. Nothing to be played with. This guy was the champion for a reason. And I think it's going to be a hard, tough fought battle. I honestly probably have Demetrius Johnson. I say last round stoppage, probably. Last round stoppage TKO for Demetrius Johnson to get the dub.
All right.
If not, I think it'll go to a decision, but my heart tells me that Demetrius Johnson is going to finish him in round 5.
I don't think this is going to go to decision at all. I think Mighty Mouse is going to finish him in probably the 3rd round. I do think it is going to be extremely competitive. However, I will give Moraes his credit where it is due. He is an amazing mixed martial artist, and he, like you said,
Absolutely
he was
amazing.
champ for a reason. And he gives Mighty Mouse such an extreme challenge. So, I'm going to need to watch this fight over. Like,
Real shit.
This is going to be so tactical and strategic. I love it. I can't wait for it to happen. But yeah, I got Mighty Mouse all day. You know, he's said to be one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters of all time.
I think, honestly, you can make a conversation for him just to be the GOAT in UFC. You could make a conversation. Now, I don't agree with that, but he is in that conversation. Hell of a lot more than fucking Khabib. 13 fights, fighting motherfuckers with losing records. You disagree? Fuck you. We don't need you in this podcast, bruh. Anyways, One Championship is holding an amazing card on Friday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. It's going to be an awesome day.
We have the
Fighting
one
Friday 15. We got the main event of that one starting at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Some exciting fights. There's a guy named Batman that fights on those Friday fights. Don't you want to see Batman? Don't you love Batman? Well, One Championship has Batman.
One Championship is really there for you guys, though. So Friday, we're walking into a great day. We got fights in the morning, fights at night,
and
great
fights
cards.
The next day.
Yeah, and fights the next day.
288 episode coming out real soon. Sorry we've been late on everything. Sorry about the delay. You probably don't give a fuck. You probably is your first time even listening to us. We probably don't even have any fucking fans, to be honest with you. Nobody probably gives a shit.
Yeah.
But either way, I want to apologize to the universe. You know, we got to be consistent with this shit, and we apologize for that. We're going to keep up the good work.
Hell yeah. We're
the
going to keep
little work
moving.
we've done.
Keep moving, keep grooving. So follow us on the hype train. Keep along with us. We're going to start coming out with more One Championship content. We're going to come out with more content and just general across all combat sports. This is just the start of it. You guys really are not prepared for what we have coming up next for you guys. But yeah, follow us
at The Fighters Replay on all social medias. Our social media will be displaying at the end of this video. It'll probably be displaying right now once Caitlin, edits that in. But, thank you guys. This has been a great episode. Watch One Championship. It's some real shit.
One Fight Night 10, Friday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
Friday night fights and Friday night lights, where the lights are bright, with Adriano Moraes versus Demetrius Johnson. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Peace.
You can't break me, I got iron bones. My ground game will leave your mind blown. I'm ready to fight in any time zone. I'm the greatest, you can call me John Jones. Knocking clowns out like I'm Stipe. We can even fight on the freeway. I'ma leave him bloody right where he lay. This is the Fighters Replay.